Hello.
Hey, Chad, how are you?
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Here we go. Number 3.
And I see the skull in the back. I like
Oh
that.
yeah. You can't worry about that. It's just,
Yeah, I like that. So
that's
we were talking offline about
yeah.
what were you saying? The
Oh,
most mischievous
about
thing?
just the most mischievous, just almost like epic fail attempt to be intimidating that a spirit's ever done. You know, following you back, menacing. Um, I was telling you about. I have this cockatiel that I've had forever, like
Hmm.
30 years. Believe it or not, this bird is so old that if he lives 2 more years, he will make the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, wow.
That is no joke.
That's a big deal.
Um, yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if he'll make the book, but he'll actually break that record. Um, well, I woke up to this noise. It's like a noise, and I went out to my living room, and here is all that bird seed in this big tub that I had. I mean, no way to get it out, get the lid off unless you screwed it off. Dumped right in the middle of my living room, and I was like, oh man, okay, so that's the best you got. Huh? That's it. I mean, just a few funny things like that, like just more mischievous type stuff. How about yourself? Did you have any stories like that where there's like some cringe worthy? Oh, by the way, we're gonna no guest this time, so we're gonna have to have the one, the only Gwen on the show. He's always
Well, thank you. Always a pleasure. Let's see. What have I had to happen? I've never had anything bad
not
in my home. Not in my home. I've had little cute little stuff like, go to the bathroom and say, dang, I wish I'd have shut the door before I got in the shower and the door shuts. Um, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
funny.
That happened recently. I had this little spirit who, I guess wanted to come play, and they, during the middle of the night, got all the pet toys out from underneath my furniture and put it in the middle of the floor. So I wake up to that the next morning. And of course, there's no way the animals could get every single toy and put it right
I
in the middle
remember
of the
the
floor.
Sally house, with the ring of stuffed animals that was left in the middle, but that turned out to be something a little bit on the negative side there. Um, but nothing too negative. That's good. That's good. You don't
No,
want that kind of stuff
not
going
here.
on. What was another one? There was one morning I woke up and I sat up and I was just kind of getting my bearings, and this voice right next to me goes, "Good morning." I was like, "Really? Well, good morning to you too." You know. Oh, I think the most bizarre thing. This is the most bizarre thing that happened. Speaking of podcasts, I was waiting to go on the air. I was co-hosting a show. This was probably about a year ago, and I was kind of relaxing there. And this is no joke. Something punched me
Oh, wow.
in the head to the point where I had a knot starting to grow. It was weird. I never had that happen before, and something like it felt just like something socked me, and pretty good. So a few things like that. People categorize that as being attacked, but I've been scratched and pushed and all that stuff. Nothing too serious, but so
I got you.
you ever had any physical marks or anything physical like
Um,
for you?
I have long hair, so I've had them play with my hair.
Yeah, I've had that too.
Lots of that. Honestly, I've had them where they give me a hug or touch me.
Yeah,
Um, Personally, I've never been pushed or punched or scratched.
nothing like that. Well,
No,
yeah, I kind of tend to.
but you push them a little more than I do.
Yeah, I kind of have that effect on things.
Yeah.
Not a real popular guy when it comes to this stuff, on that side anyway. But
Well, everybody does things different, and
right,
that brings different things too. So,
pretty controversial. Now speaking of that, now do you ever notice that in this field that things are really they're accepted, then they're controversial, then they're accepted, then they're controversial? You ever see? I mean, you ever notice that pattern?
it is.
Yeah,
And you have the people, my favorite is you have the people, and I think we've said this on here before, that, oh, they don't believe in it or anything. But then they take you aside and say, well, I have this place that's haunted, or I had this
right,
to happen. Yeah. I always think that's cute.
right.
And I want to say hey to Margie.
Hello, Margie. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Margie has her own show on Wednesday nights that I
Oh,
produce.
right on.
So thank you, Margie, for watching.
I'll have to
We
make
have
sure.
other people too, but it for some reason doesn't always show up. So if you
Right.
guys send me a message and I don't get it, I apologize.
Well, I'll have to go on the network and kind of take some time over this week to watch, the shows that are on here because I haven't had time. I need to
Please do.
get acquainted with the other people on here.
Oh yeah, please
what they
do.
do. I love it. So you guys have an event coming up.
We do. To anybody that's watching anywhere, come to Deep South Paracon. It's in Ozark, Alabama. We're going this weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Alabama.
Yeah. So we're going to have a good time.
Check it out, Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of history.
Well, hopefully it'll be fun. They said I didn't go to last year, but we're looking forward to it. And of course, my the person who created the network, Litriana, her husband, Matt, will be there. A few of the other folks from our classes and teams and stuff will be there. And then we have all the out-of-town folks.
Speaking of which, I had last show was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
With
Blaine.
Yeah, that's right. God, my name's terrible. But no, I like that guy. He's a guy after my own heart. I like his attitude. That's great. A lot of fun.
He's coming too.
Me and him would have a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's coming too. So, and I'm gonna try to go live some.
Okay.
We'll see how that happens. And
are you guys having going to do some investigations down there?
No, this is more. I was joking earlier, and I was telling you it was a.
Did you notice something behind me now?
It looks like something.
There's a shadow that just moved. I mean, I caught it out of the corner of my eye. It just moved like across the back behind me. I
thought it was the lighting, but yes.
Did you see that?
We were saying we were having camera issues earlier.
Right. No, that wasn't. No, that was something else.
We will definitely go back and look at that. So
I just noticed it out of the corner of my eye. Okay.
Well, we were talking earlier. Last week I had a white thing go behind me, but we weren't recording. We were already done with our show. We were talking about how crazy stuff happens. So we'll have to go back. Yeah.
All, huh?
So have you been on any investigations recently?
I have. There is a infamous haunted school that's right here close to me.
Oh wow!
Some of the people that they lease out the rooms on the upper floor to like office space and stuff like that. So somebody got a hold of me last week, was wanting it checked out because they hear all kinds of stuff, everything from children running around and growls and all that, all that menacing stuff. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. We picked up there's a library there. We picked up some pretty interesting stuff in the library.
Really?
Some objects being thrown with quite a bit of force and stuff like that. So there is something else going on there. We're gonna go back here as soon as we can and do a follow up and see what's up. But yeah, there's always something that we're doing. There's some return. There's some, like I said, there's some ongoing cases that we're going to be doing. A lot of the audio that we played last time, there's a couple of Liberty Bond. We're going back to that one. Gonna do a 24-hour investigation up there. See what we get.
Is that the house where they were slamming things?
Well, that's in the same area. The same area, but we might do that one too again. Some people bought the home and they're renovating the home, and they.
Oh yeah.
Hats off to whoever wants to live there. That there's something else, something a little bit hard to get along with in there. Yeah.
I know. I love the audio of the howling.
That's the Liberty Bond. That's when we're going back for 24-hour.
Oh man, I wish I could go.
That's pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, these cases are pretty interesting. Cases of phenomena is really interesting, and there's some other footage that has never been seen from there. That from the last time we went up there, it looked like we were sitting there. It looked like there was a flashlight coming through the trees. Like I said, this is in the middle of nowhere. There's no homes. There's nobody around. And I had an IR camera, and I was kind of zooming in on the light, and you can see it's a ball of light hovering across the ground, but it was bright, and it splits into a couple pieces. And there's some other stuff that happened, and I'm gonna have to get that clip uploaded because it's pretty interesting.
Awesome.
Never been up there without something being captured. So pretty active place.
Yeah, there's definitely something moving behind you, by the way.
Oh, did you see something else? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, no, the first thing I saw, it was like, how there's like a line drawn and a shadow behind it. That's kind of what it looked like.
Oh, yeah. They just want to watch.
No big deal.
No big deal.
It's part of the job. Part of the job. But yeah, so that'd be exciting. And you want to give a shout out about the TV show in Canada? You want to?
Absolutely. My friend Letriana Brown, she has a TV show. Most folks in the U.S. have been watching it for about a year now, but the debut in Canada was this week, and hopefully it did really well. I do not know the numbers, but if you have not seen it, go to Hulu, Disney, Apple, all kinds of stuff. It's called Repossessed. It's got Mo Sargi. He's big on YouTube. It's got Letriana Brown, my girl. She's big on a bunch of different things. She'll be there this weekend with us, and I'm going to play that right after the show. So if you haven't seen it, you can go on my channel and see it too. But hopefully
that's on that show. Like, I mean, do they have the first season?
Yeah, it's eight episodes on the first season, and if you haven't seen it, go. It's I see something new.
Yeah, I've seen the previews. It looks good. Looks great.
It does, and it's real. It's not.
Oh yeah,
no pretend. Yeah. It's real.
The whole thing about the Hollywood scene, I don't think it's not real. There's a few things that are sensationalized. Not this show. No, that show looks really interesting. The Repossessed. It looks really like a really fun show to go watch, and I need to check it out for sure.
Please do. She would love it. We're trying to get everybody we can, and if anybody's watching, go to IMDb and tell them you want more episodes, please.
Absolutely.
Because we're trying to get it.
We need some good shows, like that. The paranormal community. There's
still good ones out there. Yeah, and your dog's having a fit.
There's somebody pulling. That'll be the next thing. Somebody will be beating on my door here in a minute. Never fails. There are. Kudos out to those guys that make it to that kind of platform. That is a big accomplishment. Big deal. So anything else you want to talk about with your event? It's a paranormal /
comma.
What do I have to?
Yeah, it's a paranormal / comic / horror con.
Okay, there are the three
categories.
Stuff. So there's going to be people from all over there. I take it from all different types of interests and all that.
Oh yeah, they're even got a costume contest and that kind of stuff. It's going to be great. Of course, there'll be tons of vendors and tons of folks, and just if you're around, come and join us.
Wish I was down there. I'd come check it out for sure.
Oh yeah,
it'd be fun.
Unfortunately, you're a little ways away, and I'm about 6 hours.
Oregon, a couple thousand miles away. Maybe is this something that you guys have annually, like every year?
They do. I haven't been before, but this year, we're going.
Maybe next year.
Oh yeah, we were gonna have a guest on tonight, like Chad said, but they unfortunately couldn't
my
do
buddy
it.
Bobby, he couldn't make it. He had some issues with his vehicle and he couldn't make it down. But he'd be a good one to have on the show. He's been with me through a lot of these really interesting investigations, and he'd be a good person to have on because I forget a lot of stuff that happens on these investigations, and he kind of remembers a lot. So he could probably remind me of some things that are pretty interesting that went on.
That's always good to have that extra, folks.
Oh yeah. And there's a couple of team members. There's Chris. Also, he also wanted to be on the show if he could. And he even offered to be kind of like a co-host type person. So, we'll get it figured out. Like I said, I kind of got some. Next week I got freed to work on all this, so we're gonna get all this worked out.
Yeah, it's still new. He's working on it, and he has a real job. So
Yeah, the day job. It's kind of
pays the bills.
Demanding, pays the bills, but this is really fun, and I can't imagine not doing it. So we'll get it going.
It'll get better every time. It will.
So yeah, so demonic cases happen to be what I do.
Yes.
Have you ever dealt with anything like that before?
I have, but it's not really where I can talk about it.
Okay.
I've been some places where you can tell it's not great stuff, but to be honest with you. The things that you do are very interesting, but I haven't. So what I would love to hear about is, I know we played it last week, the Howling.
Okay, yeah.
Did you guys just go there? Did you?
Yeah. See, here's the story behind that. There was an article that made the newspaper, local newspaper back in the 70s, like 78, and it talked about these loggers that were up at this location, and they noticed that there were like these tombstones mixed amongst the old growth timber. I mean, weird kind of anomaly. And for whatever reason, they left all their equipment up there and would not go back to retrieve it. And none of them would talk about it. They were traumatized. And one of the loggers said that something had chased them away that was evil, is the only statement that was made. And loggers are pretty rough dudes. I mean, they're good people that they don't get. I mean, they wouldn't be intimidated by much. So, kind of piqued my interest. And then I heard some like local folklore, urban legends about this abandoned town that was abandoned because it was cursed back in the early 1900s. And put two and two together, I thought if this was the same location. Well, I looked for it, never could find it, so I kind of gave up on it. And me and my buddy, he lives kind of up in the middle of nowhere too, not far from this place. And we're talking about cemeteries, and he's like, yeah. He goes, I know there's the cemetery that's logged all the way up to it. And I'm like, can you take me where that's at right now and let me take a look at it? So we went up there, and lo and behold, this was the what was left of Liberty Bond, the town of Liberty Bond. And for reasons unknown, these people abandoned it. And that Howling, that was our first investigation that we ever did there.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured out what scared the loggers away anyway. That's all I can say about that. But
and they just left. They left everything.
They left everything, millions of dollars worth of equipment up there. They had to send a secondary bunch of people up there to get it. So, yeah, I mean, whatever they ran into traumatized them. That was pretty interesting, what we ran into. I've never, to this day, heard anything quite like that, like disembodied, like audio like that. Never, or since. So, I mean, because the audio doesn't really give it justice. It was so loud in real life.
It was on there. It was like deafening loud. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
it really was.
It was pretty interesting. I mean, like I said, the first howl that went off, it shook me like the sound waves did. It was so loud.
Oh, I bet so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it right now. If I can pull it back up, I would love to just hear it again.
I can send it to you.
And Blaine said that he thought that it was
right.
Okay, that's fine too. Blaine said he thought it was Wendigos, and he's pretty spot on about stuff.
Well,
so.
There's some kind of Native American primal spirit like that, because I heard like that this thing has been worshipped and all kinds of stuff.
I've got it. I've got it. Mm-hmm. I'm pulling it up. Give me just 1 second. It's
no demons were hurt in this recording. I promise the gun didn't hurt them.
Nope, none of that. So, all right. So, this is going to be kind of loud, but we're going to play it, and you'll understand why I'm so fascinated with it. So, here we go.
Okay, well, let's leave this stuff recording here. Okay. Thank you, Fido.
You heard that?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
What is? Oh yeah, because the boogeyman's here. Happens about every time.
Whoa! Hang on! Stop! Hang on! What is that?
And for all those people
Okay.
that say, "Oh, there was animals," not after a gun was discharged like that. There would be no animal in the whole area.
No, now, my question
yeah.
is,
Yes.
the banging, the booming, was that drums or was that
What, the big bang that happened in the middle
no,
of it?
the big, I heard the gun,
Okay,
I
okay.
heard all the howling, but
Well,
in
there
between
was
there was
drums
like,
that we heard,
mm-hmm,
but they were much more distinct in person.
mm-hmm.
When we were there, because we sat back in the vehicle for about 20 minutes before I went up by myself to get the audio. That was pretty interesting.
Oh
Um,
no.
but yeah, we heard a rhythm, a drum rhythm, which wasn't really picked up on the audio too well. So we knew right off the bat that some Native American, because we were like, man, you hear the drums, and instead of
Yes.
listening to this from the car. And
Chad,
yes,
is this your teammate, Chad?
Chris, there he is. Hey, Chris.
Oh,
What's
Chris,
up?
not Chad. Sorry.
Look at the camera. I got to look at the camera. I'm looking at the screen here. I can't look at the camera.
He's looking at the show.
Yeah, I'm watching the show.
Well, I have it on my TV, so and he got another one too. He's going, let's see what he say. That was in the woods.
Yeah, that was Liberty Bond. Have you ever been there, Chris? He's kind of new to the fan hunting stuff, so
He's going
no,
Bigfoot.
not wasn't Bigfoot. No.
No, I don't think so. But I hear drums. I don't know
Bigfoot's
if
on the fence, so I haven't seen much evidence of that. So
yeah, I heard the wolves. I heard the gunshot. I heard drums and
right, and there's stuff mixed into that audio. I mean, there's one like triple howl thing that it does towards the end, which that is a demonic thing.
Yes,
the three, whatever it is, not human. I guarantee you that.
No.
Humans don't behave like that. It's something primal. It's some kind of monster. Speaking of which, what's up with our parents telling us monsters aren't real anyway? What's up with that?
Well,
they're real. No.
Well, the thing is, when you're little, I don't think you need to know it's real. Yeah.
I get it. It's just the whole thing. I mean, you lied to us.
Well, you have to kind of do that. Well, let's see. Chris,
it's a
Chris is our common. Yeah, he's our guest tonight.
Hey,
I
Chris,
guess he's saying,
I
"What's
just
up?"
mentioned you, Chris. I just said that you're down to be on the show whenever.
And then he says, "No, not yet." So there you go.
Not yet. Well, I mean, not right now, but
I promise you, I could send you a thing, and you could be on here in like a minute. So
yeah, Chris, you could be on here. You don't even have to go on camera.
Nope, you could just click out the camera, be on voice.
We've been on we've had some interesting investigations, haven't we, Chris? Since you started doing this with me.
You can send him a link, Chad.
I'll send you a link to be in the studio if you want, dude. Everybody's camera shy, it seems like.
Oh yeah, you don't have to be on camera though. You can do just voice. He says always something was under my bed.
I was always something under. Right, yeah, that's right. Or in your closet, that's why when people give me a hard time about taunting, I'm like, that thing, scared the hell out of me from my closet or under my bed my whole life. The least that it deserves some harsh words, right?
But did you ever catch it? Did you ever see it?
I did. Well, there's some things that I experienced as a kid that now that I do this, I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. Some of it was pretty convincing. It might have been paranormal.
Yeah, true.
I always chalked it off to, well, I'm not all the way awake yet. When I woke up and witnessed the things I did. There's one thing, what do you think about the sleep paralysis thing? What's your opinion on that?
I've had that before.
And so do you think that's a phenomenon that your body isn't awake, or do you think it's paranormal?
With me, I think it's paranormal.
I'm thinking it's paranormal too. I think
because
that's one of those explanations that isn't quite adequate when people say, well, your body's not awake yet. Well, yeah, it's awake enough to know there's something holding me down, yeah, that kind of deal.
Yeah, send Chris a link. Chris, come on, talk to us.
All right, Chris, I'm going to send you a link, okay, bud? So here, why don't you come on and talk to us with your phone? You don't have to do the camera thing. Just hop on.
If you want to be on camera, that's good. If not, just do the voice.
Yeah,
that'd be great. But yeah, my thing is, I denied that I knew things for so long.
Right.
I think that was a way of shaking me back.
Come on in, Chris. I sent you the link. Yeah, it happens. I mean, that's one of the more terrifying phenomena that happens is that sleep paralysis. People claim.
Yeah. I know I'm just going to say somebody I know had that happen to them. And when they told me about it, they didn't think I would believe them. And I did. And they're like, well, what can I do? And I was like, well, I mean,
Well, you know, there's all kinds of stuff you can do.
yeah.
Like
How deep do you want to go? So, and they basically took the religious route, and
that works.
yeah, for them it had.
Yeah,
It had.
well, you
And
know, I'm into what works. You know,
Yeah.
like I said on one show, I'm not religious. I don't go to church, nothing like that. I don't, you know, just because I don't want to be a hypocrite. All that, everything I like is
There you go.
moral, sinful, or whatever. You know, but
Well-
you gotta go with what works. You know, sometimes.
Well, I'm gonna quote Blaine from last week. He says he is spiritual, not religious.
Right.
And I get that. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Because especially in the South, it's a little tough sometimes doing what we do.
Right. Well, these entities. I mean, I know there's all kinds of experiments that according to how strong you are in what you believe, that kind of thing. But something that seems to always work with these negative entities is what's called religious provocation, which, like I said, because there's so many religious hypocrites out there that are fanatics that, they shed a bad name on that whole aspect of it,
Okay.
Sorry to say,
Question
guys,
for
I'm
you.
not offending anybody. Go ahead.
Did you hear anything just a minute ago?
No, I did you hear something come through?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Something's
okay. Well, we're naming, because of our topic.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little cold in here all of a sudden too.
Well, it's a little growly sound.
Go figure. Oh, wow.
It is a little growly, so somebody wants a little attention. Yeah.
I'm scared. Yeah. Anyway, well, and that's something about demonic spirits is that they have no tolerance, or they're very reactive to certain things, and
Yes.
this topic it's a very sensitive topic for them, so might need a moment for thing needs to go heal or something, but it's very, very intolerant of that, which is a good thing, because usually when these spirits react, you're onto something. And for everybody out there that could be having a problem with something like this, go ahead and pray. It works.
Pray. Yeah, if you pray, pray. If you don't pray, try it anyway. Yeah.
Right, anyway, one thing about it is you don't have to believe. This is my whole belief system. Belief. You don't have to believe in something wholeheartedly for it to work. So whatever you're praying about, it believes usually. So it does all that.
So I have a question for you, and then I'm gonna bring Chris in. What's behind your curtain back there? Is there a light or something?
That's the outside. Dim the sunlight, maybe.
Okay.
What do you see back there?
We're gonna have to show
Could be
this.
anything.
Oh, well, it is. So you'll see after the show.
Could be anything back there.
I don't know what you can see on yours, but here's Chris.
Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, I can see a
How
face
are you?
back there.
What's
Hey,
going on?
Hey,
how's it
Chris.
same old. Thought I'd check it out and see what this is all about in the podcast. I like your hat.
Do you like it?
I want one of those hats.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty cool.
Get you one.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah, I gotta get those for the group when we go out.
Yeah. So we've been on some fun ones, haven't we, Chris, in the past? There was that one
Oh, yeah.
out there in
Oh
Long-
yeah, Good Note was interesting.
What's that? Which one?
Good Note,
Oh, Good Note was
the
interesting.
Good Note one when we went there to that hotel.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
interesting. That
Yeah, I
was-
got touched there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't keep their hands to themselves,
and let's see what else.
Well, we did that
Actually,
one-
everyone I've gone to has been pretty cool so far.
Now we went to that one in Camas where the face materialized in the car. Remember that?
Oh yeah. I wish I had that footage. I lost
Yeah,
it though,
that was interesting. Yeah,
unfortunately. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
this guy anyway. He had these outstanding claims of something under his bed, for real, under his bed, and he had something swiped. Something that took his phone. He had put his phone on recording, and the thing takes his phone.
Why am I crooked?
It's looking into his camera, and you see this eye blink in the camera, and like some weird, I mean, weird stuff. So I was like, man, this can't be real. So we went and checked it out, and it was real. Come to find out, where there was something under his bed, and it was, I guess that whole area was haunted. There's some people down the road that were experiencing a lot of activity, and that was pretty interesting stuff. Like we could tie something to a string and throw it under the bed, and the thing would take it and pull it with enough force that we couldn't hang on to it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
tug on it. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff to people that don't do this, they're probably thinking, this guy's so full of shit. But no, they're just when you think you've seen it all, there's something that you see that you've never seen before.
Yes.
That's what makes it fun. So yeah, I mean the activities, some of the stuff these spirits do is crazy activity.
Well, a lot of them just want
That one house, that mansion, the mansion we went to there in Wasco was pretty cool. It got that growl.
Yeah.
And then something running up the stairs.
Oh yeah, all that. Yeah. I remember that one. That was good.
Fun.
See, I told you these guys would remind me of stuff.
Yeah, that's why I wanted him to come on for you.
No.
Yeah, actually, I went down and sat in the car. I went and sat in the car that night and saw that shadow up in the upstairs bathroom, walking back and forth, pacing. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then the thing upstairs that threw the bucket.
Definitely a believer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Chris? Is this stuff real or what?
Oh yeah, it's definitely real. No doubt about that. UFOs too. I caught some of them the other night.
Yeah, he did. He got some
interesting.
Really, that's a
really?
whole. I mean, the UFO topics.
Yeah, some cool ones then.
Yeah.
So you guys live out.
But,
what's that?
Yeah, out in the boonies.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. You guys live out to where when it's dark out there.
Oh yeah,
really
we live.
see.
Like I live in a little ghost
Oh,
town,
yeah.
and he lives outside of town, up where he's at.
Yeah, on the first, the night of the first, there was a really weird sunset that night. On the first, it was really bizarre, but yeah, there was all kinds of activity going on up inside that sunset that I found later on.
We've got some pictures where you can see this thing flying around, and it's definitely an anomaly of some kind. It's definitely not a cloud or something like that for sure.
Yeah.
That's when you had the boat out and all that. So where's Bobby?
No, that was actually with when I was out trying to fix a tire with Bobby in Centerville when I took those pictures. Actually, yeah, it was pretty weird, pretty crazy stuff.
That's pretty bad when they got to run a warning across the bottom.
Well,
good idea.
we do that for protection. So, yeah.
Some weird stuff that happens to people listen to certain stuff. Yeah, for sure. There's an example of that is there was this podcast I was on years ago, and somebody had some uncirculated audio from the Annalise Michelle case, the famous, you were that case, right? The possession.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's the same one that the movie, the possession of Emily Rose is based on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, they're giving this big warning beforehand, and I'm like, whatever. So like I'm listening to this stuff, and all of a sudden, boom, power goes out. Well, I go outside, and I'm the only residence the power was out. So then went back on, said something else, and boom, the power goes out again. I'm like, well, it's getting a little weird, But yeah, there's people that they experience all kinds of stuff after listening. So yeah, so you've been forewarned.
Never know.
We're not responsible for what the demons do. So.
No, not at all. And we're going to go back and review this show because I promise you there was some growling.
Oh, well, I guarantee. Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. There's
Yeah, Chad's a magnet. Chad's a magnet for that stuff, for sure. Every time I've been out with them, get a lot of EVPs, a lot of stuff happens. I keep seeing a face back behind your right ear, coming out of the it's like a face in your curtain back there. Looks weird.
Yeah,
I keep on seeing that. Yeah, but it's on the other side. Other side.
No.
Other side.
Nope.
Okay.
That's why I asked. Yeah. That's why I asked, was it daylight? Because, I know it's daylight, but is there like sun right behind you? Because he can see it too.
There's like two little eyes.
Yeah.
This is a medical
two little eyeballs.
This is not, anything medical specimen, nothing weird going on here.
Now,
some
if you
people
look to
don't.
your
No,
other
that's not
side,
where we're seeing it.
yeah,
Look, turn
Okay.
around
look
the
at
other
the
way,
top.
right back there.
Right
Yeah.
back here.
Yeah, look,
Right, yeah,
lay your
right
hand
there,
up.
right above your hand. Right above
You
your
see
hand
it?
on that curtain. Yeah,
Right here.
yeah, it's a
Yes.
face. Yeah,
Yes.
I
looks
kind
like
of
a
see
face
something
right
there.
there.
I kind of see something there, with the eyes kind of twinkling like
Yeah,
like a
that's why I
twinkling like
figured maybe it was the
Yeah,
sun.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the show,
Yeah,
dude.
it's been on here a little bit.
yeah.
I don't know what else to say. You know,
We have
uh,
another guest. Yeah.
another guest. So we didn't really expecting this one, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. We'll take it. So what are you up to today, Chris? What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. Just waiting for Bobby, as
Oh
usual.
yeah,
From work
I
on the boat. Yeah.
hit Bobby about coming on the show, and he said his headlights were on some kind of technical difficulty, so he wasn't able to make it. But
Yeah, who knows? He said he was coming out here, but that's 3 days now, so we'll see if he shows
oh
up
well,
today
he's,
or not.
well, Bobby.
That's Bobby. That's cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, but we got some stuff planned. We have some stuff planned in the works, don't we, Chris? We got some maybe even a road trip planned here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on the
Yeah,
ghost
Alabama.
tour of all the old
Just,
ghost towns, like 5 or 6 of them in a row or something. Yeah,
oh yeah, sure.
I've hit all those
Oh,
up.
I'm so jealous.
Well, maybe we'll make a trip down to Alabama. See, that's where these guys are heading later on in the week.
Yeah, we're going to
I've been
Alabama.
there a couple times.
Yeah, this is for the Paracon
Yeah,
though.
I used to
so,
live in
yeah.
Missouri.
Para/comic/
Yeah. I
horror.
lived in Missouri and that
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah,
And her good friend.
yeah, I don't miss it.
She's got a TV show that she did called Repossessed, right?
Yep, repossessed.
And it's about haunted objects, and it looks really good. We got to check it out, Chris. We got to watch it and see. And from the previous, it looks real good. And knowing Lee,
Yes.
it's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matter
Yeah.
of fact, we're
I'll
going
check
to
it
have
out.
some of those haunted
Yeah.
objects at the show this weekend. At the
Ooh, yeah,
Comic-Con.
right on, right on. So,
Yeah.
how does she feel about being the caretaker of those haunted objects? How does she feel?
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's good. She's good. She knows how to handle them, even the bad ones.
A few
Yeah.
objects that, one of them was cursed supposedly and stuff like that. Those are fun to collect.
What do you do with
Someone's
yours?
smiling behind me, but
What do you do with your haunted objects?
I just keep them. Just collect them, artifacts and stuff. Just there's a few objects that were given to me over the years.
Yeah.
One of them was
I just leave them where they lay. Leave them where they lay. I'm bringing them. Just leave them where they lay.
Bring them to collect. Well,
I've already had my fair share of entities in my room. I got to close that portal, so don't need no more of them. I don't mind interacting with them in their own places, but not in mine.
What'd be the fun in that?
I got enough of that. I mean, you've seen those pictures of that little thing out there in front of my house. I get all kinds of weird stuff happening out here.
Got some weird thing like the two hands that grab your steering wheel in your Jeep.
Yeah, that's pretty bizarre. Yeah.
Steering wheel, surveillance camera, and they go back
Yeah.
down. Pretty weird, That was kind of weird.
Yeah, I catch a lot of weird things out here.
Weird's good.
Oh,
We like weird.
I bet so.
We like weird.
I got a fairy or something coming out of my barn, and it
It's kind of look like that, doesn't it? I mean,
co-mingles with something else up in the by the house and stuff. It's on YouTube.
that emits its own light. It's like flies around and definitely not. We
It
don't have
gets
any
bigger as
fireflies.
farther away. Yeah, further away from the camera it gets, the bigger it gets, which is
Well, but
bizarre.
you live
It's not supposed to do that.
kind of historic, right, Chris? The site that you live on is pretty historic. Like there was a lot of Native American history there, and
Yeah. Well, next door is the original hotel. You know that we went over there and investigated there,
we did
and
that one.
then the field right in between used to be a Native American place with tents and a whole bit, thousands of them there. Yeah, like a camp. Yeah,
Yeah.
so, near the hotel. Yeah, yeah. Jacob's got pictures and stuff of them and the Confederate Army and stuff right there outside in this front yard and stuff.
Military road went through there. Now, have you been to Liberty Bond, Chris, before?
Yeah.
You've been there with us?
Is that? No, I haven't. No.
Okay, we gotta go, dude.
That's where you hear all the noises?
Yeah. We're gonna
That's
go,
what,
Chris.
yeah.
Okay, so you gotta go with us.
Yeah,
All
right on.
Yeah, we'll go
Yeah,
kinda
for
make
sure.
out of it. See what we get.
Got to try out some of my new little toys I got.
Yeah, you got some new equipment you wanna try out?
That's
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, so
Sounds like a plan.
yeah.
My Jeep should be done pretty soon, so.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We should do that here soon. So yeah, so anything else?
Where's that at? That's over in Oregon, isn't it?
No, it's in Washington.
Washington? Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah,
That's where you heard all that noise at that night? Or what?
Yeah, the howling and everything.
Is that where you shot the gun up?
Yeah, that's where I
Yeah,
shot the gun
okay.
off.
Bigfoot, man.
Yeah, but not
Sasquatch.
Bigfoot. Well, it wasn't Bigfoot unless.
I don't know.
What?
Maybe. You
Bigfoot.
never know.
Like I said, not
I
my
mean, they're
part.
just Pacific Northwest. I mean, you never know.
No, I mean, there's some questionable stuff out there, but that could be on the fence for Bigfoot's concerned. But this wasn't Bigfoot. So
No.
Well, if it's the thing I heard, that was not Bigfoot.
I don't know.
That's the expert.
Well, it freaked out to two of your investigators, didn't it?
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
two of your investigators quit after going there?
Yeah, no, that was it. They tapped out for good. Yeah. And I've had a hard time keeping team members throughout the years. They just I don't know.
Yeah.
A little bit.
We got a lot of good stuff at that one graveyard up here by me too.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one that we went to that day.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one that's over by me here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Got a lot of stuff there.
Good.
Yeah.
Pretty yes,
a lot of graveyards. They're interesting.
Yeah, well, graveyards are a good place. Some of them, where we don't go harass what we think are human spirits. We just go after the bad ones. So, whatever we go after has to be.
Yeah,
nasty.
they have a very interesting way of investigating. That's for sure. And Bobby.
Yeah, well, whatever works. Well, we were talking about that, how certain things are accepted and they're not accepted and they're accepted.
Yeah.
And from the get go, that I remember back when taunting was looked down on. Then it wasn't. Then it was, and now it's back to being looked down on again. I don't know. And then then believing in demons was in, out, and
Yeah.
switched too much reason to track of.
You got a bad connection. You're cutting out.
Am I cutting out? Really? Can you hear me? Am I cutting out?
I don't see it cutting out.
Yeah.
I think it might
That's all right.
is.
Yeah, just once in a while. No, it does every now and again. I lose it, but I've got a bad connection out here, so.
Maybe it's a demon doing it.
I got you guys. I mean, you guys are coming in. It's just you cut out on that last little bit, but no biggie.
Well, I mean, hopefully, that's the right thing to do is interrupt our Wi-Fi connection. Well, and it got really dark.
No, it's my Wi-Fi.
Like really dark. Has it always been that dark on this side, right there?
It comes and goes.
It's coming and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes and goes.
Come on, bro.
There you go. That's better. Now I can see.
It needs to tell us how it really feels,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, like it just got dark, like all the way to the. See, like
I'm telling
Yeah, it
you,
is
I'm
dark
sitting here
over there.
watching you. Yeah, I'm sitting here watching you, and it's
doing its thing, huh? Well,
I'm
did
going
get
back
dark.
on the big. Yeah.
well, at least never really a boring, lonely moment, huh?
No, I will go back on the big screen and review this one.
No,
So,
we'll have to see what's up. Yeah, we'll have to see what we missed or didn't miss. The growling's interesting. Some audible. That's a big word. Came through.
definitely. Well, I had something. I looked back just a minute ago because something fell that should not have fallen.
Like right here behind me. Whoop, right there. It's all dark. It's like a dark patch keeps moving back and forth.
Yeah, and if you go further over, it's darker too. So
This way.
yeah, the other way.
Yeah. Well, shadows.
That's okay. They can be a guest.
Oh,
It's okay.
no, like what's weird is that I don't, when things like this are around, how some people they can feel it and hair stand up. I don't feel, pardon my French, shit when these things are around. I don't feel anything. I'm about sensitive as like a rock. I don't feel anything.
Well,
So,
right now I'm freezing, but I know something's already here.
I mean, the cold spots. I feel the cold spots definitely.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I mean, I kind of missed out on that. sensitive department, which is good because maybe I wouldn't be doing what I do if I was.
True.
Might be a little bit
Because
much.
I get
Do you get
if
vibes from
it's
just
too
watching,
bad.
from just looking at this stuff? Do you get vibes like just witnessing it? Like you do. Okay,
Yeah.
so you kind of feel that. Get
Yeah.
kind of a little bit of a connection there about what's there, what
Well,
negative.
let's say I'm at the mall, okay, and or the store or anywhere, gas station, and I see
Right.
somebody walk by me, and I feel a certain yuckiness.
You get their vibe,
yeah.
You get kind of
There's some people out there that are, some people out there are very yucky.
Because I mean, I'm pretty sure you get an insight on some pretty bad people,
Well, if they feel a certain yucky, I stay well away from them.
Oh yeah, no, well, which
Definitely.
is which is I don't know what to call that, a blessing or a curse. Probably a blessing, actually.
It's both. It's
to
both,
get to understand who you're dealing with right off the bat,
Oh yeah, and there are people out there who suck your energy like a vampire.
Oh yeah,
there are people like that.
I know things that have been around that drain, like spirits have drained me of my energy.
Well, have you ever been around a person who you always feel horrible around, like physically?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I've been there.
There's those people too.
Yeah. I've never really thought about that aspect of it till just now.
Well,
yeah,
you got to tune into your feelings because sometimes it'll help you out.
Yeah, they're a good alarm system for you. Yeah,
they are. Like I said, they're very.
As people, just like everything else, and I feel that people don't pay attention to that gut feeling enough.
Exactly.
Pretty accurate. Just like
and
Chris,
they should.
You're freaking me out, Chris.
I can't hear him. Hold on.
No, I was kidding. I'm like, Chris, you're freaking me out. I was joking around.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Gut instinct tells me to. Yeah, I was kidding.
I think it's his connection. Hold on. Let me see.
Wait, Chris, we can't hear you, bud.
It's muted. It got muted on your end.
Oh no, you're loud and clear.
No, I mean there's nothing muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It says the host muted me.
Oh, he's freezing.
What it said.
I think
no, I haven't touched it.
Oh, well, no.
Really?
No.
That's weird.
Yeah, something else. Something else is hating.
Yeah, I was thinking. Can you hear me or what?
Yeah,
are you able to hear me?
Loud and clear.
Oh, okay. All right. Well. Okay, I thought it was muted. That's what it said up on top there.
No.
Chris, what
was that?
What are you up to?
Now, that was weird. You keep on going into high speed.
Really?
What am I up to? Waiting on Bobby so I can go out and do a compression check on that boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I blew the head gasket, I think.
Why don't you guys go on a trip this way and come see me? I still haven't seen Bobby in quite a while.
See what now?
Why don't you guys come hang out for a little bit?
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. I mean, maybe not tonight, but possibly tomorrow or next day.
Why not tonight?
More likely. Yeah, I got kind of a headache going right now, so waiting on him.
Well,
Yeah, I was just gonna sign off here pretty soon.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Thank you for coming.
But
anyway, thanks for coming on.
No, definitely. Hold up. I'll hang out next time for a little bit longer.
All right.
Okay, we'll get this going, dude. We'll go hit Liberty for a while, and you'll like that place. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool spot. So.
All right.
Yeah.
You'll like
it.
Chris.
Right on.
Well, we'll talk to you later then if you're done.
Chris,
All
okay, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you. Okay, Chad, I'll see you later on. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, take care.
There he goes.
Yeah, the newest victim. This kid.
There you go. We'll try to get somebody on for next week, and that'll be awesome.
I will. I'll get somebody on for sure. I'll have more time to invest in it.
There's another person, Tracy. Hey, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
She's. I hope she's going to be in Alabama. I know she does a lot of T-shirts and stuff for us.
Right on.
Right on. So she does that kind of thing.
Maybe one of these days I got all kinds of ideas. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, we got some new ones coming out too. So, but yes, I definitely want a hat. I like that hat. I would wear that.
I'll get you a hat.
There you go. So, yeah, we're gonna have anybody that's in here. If you have an idea, if you have a question, even if it doesn't show up, send it to Chad, send it to me, and we will look at it and try to get it on next week. Oh, Tracy says, let's look. She says, I won't be, but my shirts will. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Tracy. You have good shirts. I have, and I won't say who created it, but she has one that says dolls out, balls out, like the haunted dolls. You take your little cat balls. Yeah.
Right on. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. So that's one of my favorites.
That is awesome. There's so much that, it's so many things I should have gotten in on sooner. Dang it. Merch, YouTube.
Maybe,
we were kind of like one track minded when it came to just handling the cases. We didn't care about a lot of publicity or all of that stuff. But publicity leads to opportunities you want to have. So,
Hey, and it leads to more cases.
Exactly. Yes.
And,
there ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
No, I mean, if anybody has a case or a problem, hopefully you don't have a problem, contact.
So shoot me a message and I'll get back to you and we'll get you all figured out the best we can.
Now, I'm in South Carolina and we have like a team. We don't specialize in the bad stuff like Chad does, but we can deal with it if we have to. But yeah, definitely if you have something near Chad, contact him.
Yeah.
And Tracy's asking where you're from, Chad. So tell
I'm
Tracy.
From Oregon, or however you say it. I mean, I say Oregon. People say Oregon or Oregon.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now.
Long ways away.
I mean, if somebody has even a question over the phone, feel free to hit me up my cell. Shoot me a line. I'll get you the number, and we'll do what we can to the best of our ability. So the boogeyman, he's pretty active, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, we are definitely going to get a couple of things ironed out, get some guests coming on.
Yes, we are. Got a whole week to get this fixed. Well do. This whole thing about, it's all new to me, and it's surprisingly it's going, a lot smoother than I even thought. So,
it is.
Get it all worked out here.
We have people that come on and don't see the show live, but can definitely go back, and you can anytime go back. Sure, definitely, please do.
Tune in on the last one too. Was fun. Last one was fun.
Oh yeah, Blaine is always.
Yeah, he was
awesome.
Fun guy to have on the show.
Yeah.
If anybody else here, like you said, you might have some other people on the network that might want to be guests. That'd be cool too.
Let us know.
Whoever wants to jump on. It's all fun. We have fun at what we do, right?
Exactly. That's the whole point. And we help people when we can.
That's right. Well, that's the main goal. That's the main goal is to help people and be part of that. And that feels really good too. Just be the smallest element in that, helping people out.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I gotta say nothing's possible without God's grace. I'd say it. We're just a small, minute part in this, and that enough is a blessing, to be part of that.
Yep.
So, for all you people, reach out to me on Facebook if anybody's got any questions, anything that they are dealing with. Go ahead and reach out, and vice versa to you, Gwen, and your team.
Oh yeah, and if you can't get Chad and you want to talk to him, hit me up, and I'll get him a message.
Very, very, very often, and thank you for all you do, Gwen. Appreciate your hard work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And if you go on something this weekend or this week, please let me know, because I have been, we've had some things happen on my side. Yeah, and it's been a little bit. But when we get back from the con, I really want to go on an investigation. Just nothing bad, no cases, but just something fun.
Just something to, knock the rust off, right? Well, you got to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to do that.
You got to.
But thank you again for your dedication, because I know that what you guys have dealt with is very hard, very, very, very difficult.
Yeah.
And thank you for being, thank you for, dedicated, being there and dedicated to the show.
That one week I was half there, but I was there.
You were there, though. You were there. Very, 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 very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I love Chad coming on. He's it's very different.
Different. Yeah, very different. That's That's for
But
sure.
that's what makes it cool. And his
Yeah,
I have listened to those audios and stuff several times, and I keep hearing
there's
different
like I
stuff.
said,
So
explain more where that came from. There's a compilation of most insane moments caught on video. So
there you
some good
go.
ones there. I'll get you sent to you over, early part of this next week.
That'll
And
be cool.
take a look at that.
And if it's too big to put on here and send to me, you can always pop it in the mail.
Right. Well, I can downsize it to like MP4. It's not super long, but it shows some pretty interesting stuff on video that you'll just have to. We'll air that on next show.
There you
Plus
go.
whatever guest we got. So
There you go.
The most insane moments caught on video, and there's been some insane ones. Let me tell you.
And I can imagine because I've heard you guys. But Bobby, you missed it, man. Come
Bobby,
next show.
Next time you got to hop on, and you got
There
to
you
say Chris did it, man. Everybody's doing it, Bobby. Everybody, come on now.
And I'm sure don't you have somebody else on your? I know you have a small team. You said, but don't you have?
I've got a small team. Well, it's mainly just me, Chris, and Bobby right now. There's a long time individual, Ben Crothers. He's an exorcist. He's been involved in a lot of exorcisms, and he's dealt with a lot of the good, or not the good, the bad, the ugly mainly. And so I have to get him on the show.
Yeah, please do.
Or not Chris, but Ben, coming for you, man. You got to get on the show. Okay.
Yes, he's in your area.
Yeah, he's not too far from here.
Cool.
Name's Ben Crothers. Look him up on Facebook. He's been there from the almost very beginning of what I do, and he's been there for about 20 plus years. So yeah,
wow.
he's experienced. Me and him have experienced some stuff that is insane. He was there the night with the howling and all that, and Liberty.
Really?
So yeah. So he can give his own he can tell his own interpretation of that, what happened. But yeah, we'll get him on the show and some
Definitely.
other people. Lots of stuff coming up. So make sure to tune in. And
Please do.
We'll have a good time with this.
And if anybody is interested, I'm going to do the preview to my friend's show that aired in Canada.
Sure.
After this, if you're interested, and
make sure to check
like
it
I
out.
said, yeah,
Looks like
please
a good
check
show,
it out.
It's going to be a good show. I mean, I'm like I said, it's new to me, so I'll go check it out. Actually, I'll do that tonight. I'll check that out tonight.
That'll be cool. So, well, we're coming up on an hour, which it does never seem like it.
It never seems like it.
Never seems like it. And, if we start wanting to go longer, we can do that too. But we have to plan it ahead. And thanks to anybody that tuned in or anybody that's going to watch it.
Thank you for support.
Yes, please.
Your support's appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all I can say is, look, we had a great show, and
it was fun.
Yeah.
Really fun. See, we can all, there's always, we always have fun. It's one thing.
Yeah. There you go.
Absolutely.
Like I said, Chad goes, my guest is not coming. You want to come on? I said, sure. Why not?
Well, I knew you were down. I knew you'd be down. Yeah. It's like, well, Gwen's always down.
Yeah. I'm here anyway.
You
so
saved the day. You really did.
You're welcome. All right. Well, it's been an hour, and I'm going to get off of here. You guys be good. Chad's going to tell you good night. And Chad, I'll talk to you off screen.
Thank you for supporting the show. For those who did, welcome to Chasing Nightmares. Because why chase dreams? We can chase nightmares, right? All right. You all have a good night. Thank you for tuning in.